A small blog post detailing what we can expect in the next update for Marauders just released, as well as the date on which said update will be released. So the update is going to be called Excavation Update, and it will be released on July 4th. So obviously the biggest thing here is the new map, so the mining frigate, which is a breach-only location. So they say there's a lot of riches to be found at the bottom of the mine, but be warned, the fight for this loot will be deadly, and you may not make it out alive. So there's also saying that the mining frigate is not the only location we're going to want to go to, because the penal colony will have a brand new boss known as the Warden, which you can see at some point in this video. There seems to be this badass boss with like a raid face shield on. So a new boss on the penal colony may make me want to go back there, because those shotgun prisoners are still really scary. But I digress. Moving on, so they say before we get to the pre-patch notes, they have a few statements they would like to make. So last month, or when the last update launched, or dev blog, they talked about a solo queue system, allowing people to queue solo into the game and then get matched with other solo players. You could still technically queue up solo but be matched against groups, but they're saying that this will have a delay, so this feature will not launch with the excavation updates. They know a lot of people were looking forward to it, but they're focused on establishing a more robust matchmaker before making a big adjustment like this. They also mentioned that they took time to look at the original vision of Marauders and realized they were stumbling into too much of a movement shooter, making it much less hardcore than they originally wanted. They're looking into making changes to combat and engagements to make things more tense and far more tactical. You'll see the beginnings of these changes in the excavation update coming July 4th. And to wrap up this little preamble here, they have big updates to announce regarding the development process. They say they heard the community in regards to how long it can seem between updates, so they're switching things up. From here on out, they're going to be releasing smaller updates every 2 weeks, with major updates still happening every 8 weeks. This means a couple of things will be changing: more balancing, bug fixing, small adjustments to features and weapons will be coming more often in the smaller updates, with larger features and maps coming in the major updates, but there is more on this to come. Moving on to the list of features that we can expect in the excavation update. So obviously the map, which is a breach-only location, the mini-mine / mining frigate. There's also going to be region select and matchmaking refactors, so that will solve the long search times. Warden penal colony boss and unlockable cosmetics, so that is awesome. 2 additional airlocks for the colony cruiser, because that thing can be an absolute mess if you breach in early. Jump gate spawning, so gates are delayed until later into the match, however can be called in anytime inside raid locations. So from what I understand, this means that the extraction points in the maps will have a delay until they can spawn, but there will be somewhere in the maps where you can call the jump location. So you have to physically go inside a map and call the extraction point for it to appear, and then allowing you to extract. So I would imagine this is to make it so people just don't join a match and then leave. So if you don't get the maps you wanted, and unfortunately you're gonna have to either wait it out or go in the map and call in the extraction locations. Slot machines, so spaceport bar area, risk your silver coins for gold. So just another cool little system in the map, make it feel more alive. New healing system, more hardcore. Don't know what this means. Very cryptic on this one. We're going to see in the full patch notes. Healing replication, see and hear others healing. Bleeding shotguns and dart weapons cause it the most, so that's interesting. 0 to hero rebalance, less missions require specific raids, less context sensitive Navy majors are needed no more, for example. So hopefully this means like the kill quest with machetes on players is maybe tuned or something, because that is an annoying one off the top of my head. But hopefully a lot more has been rebalanced in terms of the main quest line. 15 plus new weapon attachments, which you can see a lot of in the video, so suppressors, scopes, and a bunch of stuff like that. Chance of single central POIs, for example, just a Navy outpost, but still has chances for breaching raids around it. Attachments have chance to spawn on weapons in the vault. Vault buff, which is greatly needed, as the vaults as of late have been absolutely terrible. ADS movement balancing, so lighter weapons allow faster aim walking, larger weapons are slower. More unique actors, puzzles / hidden locations. The SPP-1 pistol using the new dart ammo, so pistol spawns. The MAS 44-762 semi-automatic rifle, UA Marines and vault drops, and the Thompson special with the integrated suppressor. So that is just a sneak peek of all the things we can expect, or we will get in the excavation update dropping on July 4th. So I'm very excited about all these changes. It seems like Marauders is heading in a proper direction. Unfortunately, the player base as of late has been kind of it's kind of slow. Maybe this will reinvigorate the player base and get a bunch of people playing again. And of course, I can't wait to see where the game heads in the not so distant future. But anyways, that'll be it for today's video. Keep your eyes peeled for the full patch notes coming out on July 4th, and also videos on new content. But yeah, hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.